Very rarely do I record videos like this, but I feel like this one kind of deserved like a vlog style type of video. So the past month I have been dealing with some interesting things with a couple of different audio systems here. Primarily I use just like kind of a basic 400 watt Logitech system just for my computer downstairs. I edit with it, I listen to music with it, I kind of do whatever with it. I don't have anything huge down here because I don't want to pour a bunch of money into it, especially because I plan to be putting subs in a car here. I don't want to pour a crap ton of money into it, but I've been using this Logitech system for a while, and a couple of weeks ago I had it just a little too loud and I could smell the voice coil in the sub burning, and I knew it was going, but I just didn't care. I kept using it anyway because I only paid like $160 for the whole thing, and if it blew out, it blew out. It was whatever. I didn't think it would, but it did. So apparently I had just ran it just a little too hard. It's blown. I mean, it's blown to shreds. So I've had it for like 3 years. I've gotten my money's worth out of it. So I decided to go to Best Buy and buy the exact same system again. This time I combined both audio systems together using a software on my computer called Voicemeeter, and it's not perfect, but it does work decently well. Now I have these two audio systems, which helps the other issue of this system was not loud enough. Like 102 decibels just isn't loud enough for me. So this was able to up it to like 115. So it definitely made a big difference, and I would basically just kept the sub on the old system off. But anyway, I had these two systems just kind of running side by side, just playing the same stuff. I set a delay through the software so that it would sound proper going through two systems at the exact same time. And well, I had it for a couple of weeks and then turned it up a little too loud again, and I had went upstairs to find something. I don't remember what I was looking for, but I went upstairs to find something, and well, guess what? The second one blew out. I came back downstairs, shined a flashlight into it because I smelled it burning, and I saw just like a little plume of smoke come out. And then that night I was just playing music like normal, and I had noticed that I could really hear the voice coil in the second sub. And I was like, wait a minute. And so I was messing around with it for a minute, and then I realized, oh, when it smoked earlier, it blew it. I had just kind of figured that it was just the voice coil, like the glue burning off, but apparently it was not. So we're back down to the one audio system here. I'm gonna give a demo of what this sounds like because it is so horrendous. And I'm also gonna show what I'm gonna get into next as far as a new audio system goes. Hopefully one that won't blow out this time. This sub just sounds horrible. So just to demo this, also I apologize for the weird lighting conditions. The automatic mode on my camera sucks. So I decided I was just gonna put it in manual and kind of adjust it as we go here. I just kind of threw this random no copyright bass boosted sound on because I don't want to lose all of my monetization. But I have the software pulled up over here, and I always keep the bass on 12. I keep my mids on 5.5, and then I keep my highs on 12. This just kind of gives it the most crisp and clear sound possible. I also have it running at 48 kilohertz to as well get the most crisp and clear sound possible. But anyway, I'm just gonna kind of start low, and I'll shine my flashlight over at the one sub that I have left, and you'll see what I mean. It's pretty bad. Anyways, you get the point. This thing is utterly blown. It is absolutely done. There's just nothing left for this subwoofer. So now I'm thinking about an LG X-Boom system, which is slightly more powerful than what I have now. Right now I'm pushing a maximum of 400 watts between both satellite speakers and the sub itself. I think the sub itself pushes like 240 watts, something like that. But I'm now looking at this 700 watt system here that is supposedly like kind of double the power. I have a Sony one that's like this, but it's not as good as this one. So this one I just kind of found on Best Buy, but it's $249.99, which isn't horrible. I've been kind of hesitating to buy it because I hate spending money, but this should work for down here. I mean, it's not the worst thing ever, you know. It's usable. It's decent. I've watched a couple reviews on it. Most people are pretty happy with it. You're going to get a little bit of bass from both of your speakers on this one too, along with obviously the subwoofer itself. But yeah, so it's $249.99 new. I was just going to buy it new, but then I started looking around to see what I could find as far as used goes. and I was able to find this open box one for $163.99. So, well, okay, that one's unavailable, but I guess we're gonna go with the $185 one. So this one is just open box. It says it comes with everything, and I don't really care if it's used or not because, I mean, why would I? It's really not that big of a deal. But this one's $185.99, so I think that's probably a good idea to go with, especially after we've decided that this smaller system just isn't gonna work. So yeah, I mean that's just a little update on what's going on in Parker's audio world over here. It won't show me the images for whatever reason, but yeah, so thanks for coming to this incredibly short video, and my settings on my camera again are incredibly low, but thanks for coming to this short video of whatever this was. Yeah, so that is the definition of a blown out subwoofer, and that is my audio story. See ya! Okay, so it's been a couple days since I created that video, and I held off about posting it because my friend had an absolute genius idea. So basically what he told me to do, and I can't believe I forgot this even existed, my problem was always I could never use a stereo system or a receiver unit of any kind because I didn't want to put the $1,300 some down to get a 1,500 watt receiver or stereo. So my problem was always that my units never had enough power for what I wanted to do. But he came up with the idea to just get a powered sub. I totally forgot those existed so that I don't have to pull the power off the stereo and I can just plug it right in. And I have a unit that I can use that I can pair speakers to. I just couldn't pair a high-powered sub to because the RMS of it is only, it's like 580 or something like that. Yeah, so thanks to my friend's genius idea, I started researching for some Polk audio speakers, like something that I knew that would be high quality but still kind of in my price range. I found some budget-oriented ones that are pretty new and the reviews are pretty good, so I decided I'm gonna try them. I bought them used for like half price-ish. I ended up getting them for $74 with shipping. Brand new, they're like $100 on Amazon. And then for the subwoofer aspect of it, I bought a Rockville subwoofer, which I've heard multiple things on. I've heard some good things, some bad things, but I decided I would give it a shot anyways. I did get a pre-owned one, and it didn't take the price down a whole lot because, well, it's 43 pounds, and that's not exactly the cheapest thing to ship. It is an 800 watt 12-inch subwoofer, which is a huge upgrade from what I'm using now, which is like a 7-inch, something like that, maybe 8, but I think it's like somewhere around 7, and it puts out the 100-some watts, not super powerful. So this will be nice. The RMS of it is 400, and then peak's gonna be up to 800, which will be really nice. So I did get one part of it today. I got my Amazon Basics 16 gauge speaker wire. I did go with 16 gauge because I won't need to power the sub. I just need it for audio signals, and then the speakers are only like 100 watts, so that's really not that big of a deal. So yeah, come back for part 2. I'm gonna build this system, and I'm going to do a Rockville subwoofer review because whenever I was buying this, I did not see any type of review or any type of sound test or anything online. So I'm gonna do one of my own and hopefully help some other people out in their decision of what they're gonna buy for their home sub. But it's not the cheapest thing ever, but it's, you know, it's in my price range, it's good. So in total, I spent about $285 between the speakers, the sub, and the speaker wire. So I'm excited to build this thing. I am so sick of using the blown sub down here, and yeah, come back for part 2.